Hello, Aquarius. So wonderful to see you in person virtually. I finally set up my work studio and filming space. I hope you enjoy my paintings, and if you do, you can check out my store in the description box down below. Before we get started, my readings are general. I work with the tarot and oracle. My readings aren't date specific, and of course, these readings can be reversed, so the Aquarius that I'm talking about here, it might be someone else in your life. And like I said, these readings are not date specific, so maybe last week's messages would really resonate with you this week. And again, not everything is going to resonate with you, but maybe it might apply to the other people in your life. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, Aquarius, this week of March is a big month because astrologically speaking, we have Mercury retrograde and Uranus moving signs. So a lot of the zodiac signs are going to feel like they're being pulled in two different directions. And for you specifically, you're going to feel drawn to past responsibilities, past needs, just past things, while simultaneously feeling so much passion and excitement for the future and to create more freedom in your life. So it's going to be a big month, and it's going to be about you breaking free and you shining your light and you moving towards a more positive future. So the most important dates for this following month, the first one is going to be March 2nd. Venus is going to be moving into your first house. Your first house is all about the self. So Venus could help with making you popular. It could help you with beautifying yourself and pampering yourself, maybe having a makeover or going on a shopping spree, or just, getting yourself a facial or a pedicure or a massage, or for you men out there, just doing something for yourself, like meditating, spending time in nature. Venus is really good for all of that, and it's going to help you bring more harmony and well-being wherever you go. And new romance might come along your way. And then on March 6th, Mercury goes retrograde and there's a new moon. Both are happening in your second house of your physical environment. So you might feel yourself reassessing your physical environment, maybe moving, maybe thinking about moving, maybe just changing things up in your house. It's asking you to reassess your finances, maybe get more organized how you view money, how you spend it, maybe renegotiating some deal or contract of some kind. And I'm looking at my notes here. So Mercury is all about, it's about completions, but it's also about reassessing and reevaluating and rethinking how you do things. And maybe you'll come to discover some talent that you have that you can turn into a financial asset. And during this time, it's good for renegotiations, but it's not so great for starting negotiations. I believe that we are the most powerful beings, like no planet or anything, but it is good to be aware. So if you are feeling uncertain about starting some kind of negotiation or something between the 6th and towards the end of the month, maybe just hold off on that if you can and wait until you feel more sure and certain. Also, starting on March 6th, Uranus is moving into your fourth house of foundation, of security. And this is, so when I said that maybe you're thinking about moving, well, Uranus is going to help you make those changes that you need to make in your life to feel more secure. You might feel a little bit restless. You may want to travel. It will enhance your feeling of wanting freedom and making it happen and breaking free in some way. There might be changes in your family that you want to make. And this will also help you let go of the old and embrace the new. So March 6th will be a big day, and it's going to be the most powerful day, but these energies are going to be with you this entire month. Then on March 20th, there is a full moon in your 9th house, which represents your higher mind. So this will help you deepen your spirituality. You may meet someone from overseas that you might have a big heart connection with. This full moon will help you see things in a different way and will help you get answers to these bigger questions that you might be asking yourself throughout this month. So the full moon will probably be very epic for you in terms of your spirituality and discovering these higher levels of consciousness. Then the next day, on March 21st, the sun is going to move into your 3rd house of communication. So maybe you might feel like you want to express these new insights that you had in a very harmonious, beautiful way from your heart. And this will also be a great time to start publishing and writing, just all forms of communication with your family, within your relationships and within the public, and just in your community. The 21st will be a really great day, and maybe you might find yourself communicating in new ways, receiving communication and communicating to others in new ways that's more in alignment with who you are. And then on the March 27th, Venus again will move into your 2nd house, and this might bring some financial gift or bonus or pleasant surprise or just something really nice. So that's your monthly glance astrologically. Let's get into the tarot card reading. Okay, so your first 2 cards you have here are Justice and the Page of Swords. This is so exciting. So perhaps something has been going on that has been causing you stress or some kind of just not so wonderful feelings, and somehow maybe that's going to get resolved if it hasn't been resolved already, and you're feeling that sense of justice and empowerment and confidence. And perhaps this sparks this new beginning for you that is helping you start to research and learn new things and start new projects, and just gives you an overall sense of freedom and independence. Maybe not fully, but you're starting to feel that confidence again. So that's really amazing, Aqua. I'm so happy for you. Overall, this seems like you've gotten or you're about to get resolution to something that has been causing you a great deal of pain, if not pain, just stress and inconvenience. This gives you more space and time to really pursue your passions. So great. The next two cards you have are the Nine of Pentacles and the Lovers. Ooh. So whatever this is for you, whether it's a relationship, an ending of a relationship, beginning a new career or business, or just any kind of new project or a new insight about you and who you are, it will give rise to a new sense of security and foundation and safety, and just feeling more at home. Perhaps you're starting to set up passive income, and so you're able to relax more into your environment, and you feel more carefree inside, and you get to pamper yourself more like we discussed earlier. And this might just very well bring and attract you your perfect lover. And if it's not romantic, then maybe you're just feeling more in love with yourself. You're giving love to yourself. You're filling up your cup. You are loving your home, your environment, other people. You're just exuding love everywhere you go. You are the light. Everyone is benefiting from you shining your light upon everything that you touch. So this is very beautiful. This is really exciting. And this did show up reverse. So just be careful to not, I am an Aquarius too. So don't allow everything that you're learning and all the new sparkly things detract you and deter you from putting it all into action. This is your year to create everything that you want. So take it step by step and learn a little bit, then implement it. Learn a little bit and implement it. And you will really start to see the benefits of your endeavors and actions. And you'll get this if you put in that action. The aligned and inspired action in this. And I know how much we love to be stimulated. We have to constantly be stimulated, and sometimes action can feel very boring and monotonous, but you just gotta find a way to have fun with it and make it fun, because whatever you do, it's going to be very successful and beneficial for you to your overall well-being. So here we have the Four of Cups and strength. So like I said, this could be maybe procrastination, maybe not seeing something that's like right under your nose, maybe being a little bit stubborn or reluctant to doing something. But you have this strength here to push you forward and to go after that and do things that like energize you. Remember to take care of yourself, body, soul, and spirit. Because if you're not healthy and you don't have the energy, then of course you aren't going to want to do certain things. But if you're exercising and eating right, then it's going to be much easier to keep the ball rolling in manifesting everything you desire this year. So remember to stay open and receptive, to find ways to find alignment with the action that you want to take with your desires, and find ways to energize yourself and make it exciting and fun. And you certainly have the strength with you. The last two cards of the tarot reading is the Judgment card and the Knight of Pentacles. To me, the Judgment card is all about renewal, rebirth, letting go of the past, and transforming yourself into the wonderful being that you are, who you truly want to be, and seeing yourself through God's sources, eyes, and perspective, and doing that rain dance and celebrating yourself. Remember to celebrate yourself, and that you have Venus in your first house. That's going to be amazing. You're going to have the energy there to help you do that. The Knight of Pentacles is all about consistent work, planting the seeds, watering, plowing, doing all of that hard, sometimes monotonous work, but you're focused on the prize, and you're doing what it takes to be successful no matter what. And there's no reason why you can't have fun along the way. But this consistency, this worker's mindset, not getting distracted by all the shiny stuff around you, and not being distracted by all these new ideas and everything that you have. Find ways to create structure and security around you so that you can keep going. And I know that as an Aquarius, we're very rebel. We're like, oh my gosh, we're so rebellious. We don't like normal traditions. We don't like really structures or rules. Those are so boring. Am I right? But it's going to be a huge benefit for you to have some kind of structure in place that actually works for you and is going to be really beneficial. And it's actually going to give rise to more stimulus and being more engaged in the present moment, if that makes sense. Perhaps this is all about having a new perspective on what's interesting and what's not, and maybe finding the excitement in the mundane, in doing the dishes, in going on runs, and just doing the consistent exercise every day, and doing what's necessary, and finding new perspectives that are very stimulating and exciting and fun for you, and finding that balance between, you know, your personal life, your work life, and pampering yourself and all of that. So overall, this seems like a really amazing month. Let's get into your love messages for this first week of March. And the first card that you got is freedom. Whether you're single or in a relationship or dating, the most important thing is that you're going to feel free with whoever you are with, whether it's just yourself, with other family members, with a significant other. You are going to feel free. This is your priority. And this freedom is the driving force of your passion. And whether it's a creative endeavor, your career, or a relationship, there's going to be immense passion in there. So don't forget to do the things that light you up inside, and surround yourself with people that light you up inside and put you on that next level. Whether it's just more fun and happiness and they're very supportive, or also people that are catapulting you into higher levels of consciousness too. I know as an Aquarius, we really love that. We love to surround ourselves with variety. So for those that are in a relationship or are about to enter a relationship, it seems like this is a past love, a twin flame. This person is like your pearl, like your perfect match. And whether you've known them for a long time or you've known them in a previous lifetime, this person is like your partner, the person that you can go to for anything. You can depend on them, you can rely on them. They are just perfect for you, no matter how much you feel like you think you know them. It's just never boring with them, and they're just the perfect complement for you and everything that you want to create and manifest coming up. And that's what twin flame to me means, that they are the perfect mirror to you. And perhaps this person is going to help ground you a bit and help you see the benefits of some types of tradition. And I feel like in some ways Aquariuses can be all or nothing, because we love the variety and we're very intense and we're very rebellious, but we also need that person that's going to ground us and center us. And so maybe this person is going to help you do that. And so you have this like very balanced energy of going after what you want, breaking free, and also having the security structure, stability, safety to do that. In psychology, in order for a baby to feel free to go play, it helps them to have an adult in the room watching over them, giving them that sense of safety that they are being cared for. And then the baby is like, oh, okay, I can go play and do whatever I want. So not to compare ourselves to babies, because not, obviously, but just from a psychological standpoint, it kind of gives us the security and safety to go after what we want, knowing that we have a strong, stable foundation to lean back on and to stand upon firmly, confidently in our power. So, the general advice, by the way, this is from Rebecca Campbell, Work Your Light. It's such a beautiful deck. Okay, so how perfect is this? One, you are already doing it, so don't doubt yourself. Do not doubt yourself. You are doing it. You just, if you've been overthinking it, as Aquariuses, we can kind of get in our head sometimes, at least I can. So stop overthinking things. Just go for your passions. Just listen to your heart and point yourself to your true north. You're already doing it, Aqua. Just go for it. Just follow your heart. Oh, the second piece of advice is your inner temple. Don't forget to take care of yourself, feed your heart, fill up your cup, fill up your heart, and know that you are a temple. Because what you don't have, you can't give. So it's important that you take care of yourself, because if you don't take care of yourself, how are you going to take care of others? And if it's not so much about taking care of others, you know, how are you going to have the energy to go after your dreams and your passion and all of that? So remember that you are a sacred divine temple, so treat yourself as such. Don't forget that you are a pillar of light, Aqua. You are a powerful force to be reckoned with. Don't let anyone dim your light. And you're going through this time where you're really realizing that. You're really learning what a powerful light you are and how much you have an effect on other people, a positive effect. Maybe soon, if you haven't already, maybe you'll have other people come into your life and tell you what powerful effect you've had on them, and you didn't even know it. The fourth and final piece of advice, general advice, is just know that you're going through a huge transformation. I also get, like, don't feel like you have to be perfect all the time. Just know that you're going through a huge, like, cellular transformation, and deep things are being healed inside of you. And that's why it's so important to take that time for yourself, because you're healing on such a deep, profound level that's just going to benefit you and everyone around you and this whole world. I certainly believe that. Okay, so your two affirmation cards are the law of attraction. The most powerful universal law is, my friend. This is from the Abraham Hicks card deck. And on the back, it says, you create with your every thought. By the universal law of attraction, that which is like unto itself is drawn, you are attracting the essence of whatever you are giving your attention to, wanted or unwanted. And just as a side note, people think that, oh, I thought a negative thought. I didn't do that. No. The negative thought is a result of some unhealed pain inside of yourself. So imagine yourself as this big flowing river, and mostly in our childhood is when we get these fractions and these little teeny tiny rivers and creeks that go off. And so let's just take a person that hasn't integrated those and became that big flowing river once again. They have all these streams of fractured pain. They have their own point of attraction and vibration. And so those negative thoughts and feelings are coming from those little streams that want to be integrated into the whole of your being. And so they're really these calls and echoes for you to go within yourself and do this healing work. And by healing that, you are changing your whole point of attraction. So just know that the law of attraction is on your side, and anything unwanted that happens, it's not that you're doing anything wrong. It's not the universe punishing you or anything like that. It's all there to help you become more whole and more who you are, you beautiful being. The second affirmation is, my health and well-being are natural forever. You can appropriately depart your body without illness or pain. You need not attract illness or pain as an excuse to leave your body. You are free to choose otherwise. So, physical pain, in my opinion, I mean, unless we like physically like bump in, but that's a manifestation too sometimes, often. But physical pain is usually a manifestation of again, some unresolved, integrated emotional wound that we have. For example, as a quick example, I was having an awful pain in my stomach the other day, and so I sat down and actually channeled my pain. And what it told me basically was how the wounding that I felt of abandonment when I was little. And this pain was instigated by something else, but the original trauma and pain was of abandonment, and it resulted in this physical manifestation of my tummy hurting so bad. So and then after I talked to my pain, I cried and I resolved it. The next day I didn't have it at all. So we don't need to let these fragmentations, this emotional pain, to get so bad that we have to manifest physical pain. Because my health and well-being are natural forever. There's no need for disease or illness at all. And you are your own best healer. Remember that. You have all the answers inside of yourself. Okay, the last 3 cards I took from my activations deck of sacred geometry. These are so beautiful. Okay, so the first one is Earth. So remember, it's really important to ground yourself. We are air signs, and oh yeah, so this person might be helping you ground you into the earth. You know, if it's not too cold outside where you are, maybe you can go barefoot outside to help ground you and really center yourself. You know, meditating, anything, taking a nice bubble bath. I'll read it. The frequency of Earth activates our deep connection to this physical plane by showing us the beauty of all the aspects of our Great Mother and revealing the more ethereal, spiritual aspects of our nature. So there's the duality of being in this physical world. As an Aquarius, I think we can kind of get bored with this physical world and go into our higher mind of imagination really easily. It's actually like more difficult to keep us stimulated, and it's really easy for us to get bored. So I think that, you know, finding the magic in this physical world again and spending more time in nature and doing things that ground you, and also finding harmony between this like ethereal, esoteric world and being really stimulated by knowledge and learning new things, and also grounding yourself and feeling really centered and just being still for a little bit, for a few minutes a day, finding that balance. Know that you are universal love. You are pure, unconditional love, and you are surrounded by it. And you're so strong and secure. And this is who you are at your core. You are a pillar of light. The last card is allowance. So just whatever you want to manifest, it's done. You got it. So now you just have to allow it in. And this is why it's so important to center yourself and ground yourself, because this will put you in the receiving mode, the allowing mode. Oh, and I'm sorry, I didn't read this card. The frequency of universal love activates the connection we feel to each other, to our planet, and to the whole of existence itself. By the way, the number 44 is a mirror number, and it represents co-creating on a group level, on a massive scale. So maybe if you're just co-creating with this amazing partner or friend or romantic partner of yours, know that you are influencing other people on a massive scale, that you are creating a ripple effect in the world. And 4 + 4 = 8, and 8 equals manifestation. So I think this is a big month for manifesting things. And I just want you to look at that card of allowance to just kind of help you activate that feeling that you don't always need to reach outside of yourself and be learning new things all the time. You have so much to explore within yourself, and to be still and to ground yourself and center yourself. And 9 is all about completion. So perhaps something that you've been wanting a lot is starting to complete itself this month. Could be. Allowance invites us to be more open to whatever comes our way, without judgment, without opinion, without fear, and without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. So yes, maybe you are reevaluating the relationship that you have with the universe, with God, and knowing that it actually has your back, and you don't have to do nearly as much to create what you want as you once thought. So Aqua, this is so amazing. You've totally got it. I will be continuing this in extended if you want to follow me down below. And if this is where we part ways, I hope you have a blessed week. Much love and light.